Hi guys! So I've had a lot of requests to show you how I did my marble design using dip powder and the nail art liner brushes, both from GLAMRDiP. Thank you to all the lovely comments from the GLAMRDiP community. So for this nail I've used satin. I've done 2 coats of the satin dip powder, which is a white with like a little sparkle in it, and then I have sealed it and I've given it a light buff so there's no lumps or bumps or anything like that. For this you will also need some isopropyl alcohol, and I've got that in my little pump pot here, which is nice and easy to use and not messy. I've got a lint-free pad. You can use a lint-free pad or maybe some kitchen roll, piece of paper to make sure that my pens are flowing correctly. I've also got a standard gel polish brush, but you can use any brush. It doesn't have to be tiny, doesn't have to be big, just a middle-sized brush. I'm using, to start with, the light purple GLAMRDiP nail art pen. For all the pens, give them a shake, make sure that the paint is all mixed up, then push the nib down a few times gently on a piece of paper to make sure that your paint is flowing. Then you take your buffed up nail and I start off with doing some big old splodges. There is no rhyme or reason to them at all, just scribble away. This is to create a kind of marbly background colour, so it's not just a flat looking white. It gives it a bit of depth. I dip my pen into the alcohol, and if you think you've got a little bit too much, you can just dab it off onto the lint-free pad, and then you just splodge away. Again, do not have to be artistic or anything about this. You're just kind of splodging and moving around the paint. This thins it out, spreads it out, blends it, gives a bit of the background effect, breaks up the background. It gives it more of that natural stone effect, and like I said, a little bit of depth. You just splodge around until you're happy that you've got a mix of, you can see the white and you can see the light purple. Once you're happy, you need to wait for the alcohol to dry, which takes seconds. Once it's gone matte like this, you can see what you've got so far, and if you're happy with that, then you can move on to doing your marble lines. I will be using the dark purple nail art liner for this. Again, good shake. Press the nib down a couple of times, make sure you've got good paint flow. Now you want to draw your lines. Again, you need absolutely no artistic side of you to do this. You need nothing. You can just scribble away. Remember, there are no right angles or straight lines in nature, and as we're trying to imitate a natural structure, squiggle away. I normally do it in a slightly diagonal fashion, but you can do it any way you like. If you have a look on the internet for marble, you'll see that there's no rhyme or reason to it. It is a natural formation. So then I put my gel brush into the alcohol. I dabbed off the excess on my lint-free pad. You don't want lots of alcohol on this, you don't want it dripping. So what you do, or what I do, is I just use kind of a mixture between kind of a pushing motion and a slight sweep. I don't use any pressure at all. If you use pressure, all you'll actually be doing is wiping it off and wiping your background off. So it's just very, very light. Dab and swipe, pushing the line, which makes it, the bolder part, much thinner, and it gives you that little aura of a blend next to the line, again like you would probably see inside a stony marble thing in nature. And then I do that. It doesn't matter which side of the line you go in, you can chop and change, it's entirely up to you, do it where you like. Again, dabbing, pushing, a little bit of a swipe, kind of like a little nearly circular kind of motion. If you start to spread too much of it around with your brush, then you probably find it's just where the alcohol is evaporating on your brush. So then you just wipe off any excess pen that you've accumulated on your brush on the lint-free pad, which you'll see me do quite often, and then re-dab in the alcohol, tap off the excess, carry on. And that's pretty much the routine for it. Just keep dabbing, swiping, pushing until you get your nice fine little looking kind of imitation vein lines, and then just keep taking any excess off on the pad, adding the bit of alcohol, dabbing it off, and then doing some more. Once you're happy, just dab off your brush to make sure you've not got loads and loads of purple on there. And then I take my white pen, give it a good shake, dab to make sure it's all coming out, and then I go in with to make my white lines. Again, you can go over the purple lines, it really doesn't matter, gives you a bit of depth. Just do them where you feel like doing them. Then you need to get your brush, and it is the same motion again. You just want to do the slight pushing the alcohol towards the line, slight swiping, and it just makes it so that the line gets much smaller, much thinner, looks even more slightly irregular, and you get that nice little blended kind of aura along the side of where you've done it. And again, because you've overlapped over the other lines, sometimes if you've got a little bit too much alcohol or you swipe a little too hard, you can start to affect the purple lines underneath. That's fine. You'll see me fix that later. You just keep that little motion going, and because you've overlapped one colour with the other, again it gives you that slight illusion of there being depth to the nail, which again makes it look even more like a natural structure. So I'm going to just keep repeating this process with every colour that I decide to put on there. I mean, I really liked doing the purple. It reminded me a bit of kind of an amethysty look, but without the really deep purple background that amethyst obviously has. I thought it was a very pretty design. If you have a look on my Instagram page, which is at Haylo Nails by Hayley, you can see the other designs I've done. I've done one in grey, which looks much more stony effect with a little few veins of gold, and black and white, I believe. Again, all GLAMRDiP nail art pens, just like this one, but with different colours. I've also done one that looks like has like a rose quartz effect. Again, using all GLAMRDiP powders for the pink, and then using the liner pens for the white veins that run through rose quartz. I was also able to use the GLAMRDiP powder that I used for the rose quartz one was actually like a half translucent colour. I think it's called Dreamer. So I was able to do the white veins like I've been doing here, and then do another layer of the Dreamer over the top of the lines. But because it's translucent, I then sealed, lightly buffed, and then did more white lines going in a slightly different direction, which gave it the even more of an appearance of depth. Which I really liked about it. It really did make it look a lot like rose quartz stone that you may see. So now here I'm adding my black lines. Again, same sweeping, pushing motion. You can do this either side of the line. There is no rhyme or reason to it whatsoever. And as I said, you don't need any artistic skill to produce this. This is honestly the easiest marble I have ever done. I've done them in gel polish, I've done them in all sorts of different paints and things, and absolutely the GLAMRDiP nail art pens is the easiest marble I've ever done. So simple, very, very quick in comparison to any other method I've ever done. And because the GLAMRDiP nail art pens are in such a great range of colours, the possibilities are pretty much endless. They've been so much fun to work out how to use and work out what I can do with them, and I really didn't think that this was going to be something that I could do with them. I was very, very pleased when I experimented with this and yielded the results that I did. I will post a link in the description for the nail art pens and for GLAMRDiP's website, so that you can always get your own if you don't have them. I have had quite a few comments on the All Things GLAMRDiP community on Facebook, where people have said, "Oh, I could never do that. It's really I don't have any artistic talent. I find it such a struggle to do art on nails." Believe me, give it a go. You can do this. You can definitely do this. This is the easiest thing I've ever been able to do on nails. You don't have to be, someone who can do portraits on nails or anything like that. I'm just blending slightly the aura for the black there. Just adding just little tiny swipes. I'm just touching up, making sure I've got the thinness that I would like to my lines. And that was me done with the black. Now, there was a couple of purple lines that I kind of went over and managed to swipe off a bit. So what I've done is I've got my dark purple pen out, gone over where those lines were, and again, same process, bit of alcohol, dab off the excess, and then you can just push and swipe again, and just add those little details back in if you think that you've accidentally kind of smudged them a bit too much so that they're less visible. You can just add them back in. Same goes for any other colours. If you've done it with the white and you thought, oh, that bit's missing now, you can just go back in and do it again. And because they dry so quickly, you're not really in any danger of like smudging what you've just done. I mean, if I was to go near the black, it's not gonna just immediately come off. Just touching up, exactly the same process, really simple, really easy. And then sit back, have a look, see if I'm happy with all the things that I've added on there. Looking pretty good, pretty happy with that. Lots of little bits of detail in it. Looks like I've spent hours on it when I haven't. So once you're happy with that, you don't need your alcohol anymore. Now all you need to do is make sure that it dries, which again doesn't take very long at all, seconds. As soon as it's gone completely matte, you've got no shiny paint or shiny alcohol still left on there. Now time to get your base liquid. There we go. Have a check, make sure that you can't see any shininess, because you don't want to smudge all your work. And then you want to coat the entire nail with your base liquid, because what we're going to do is we're going to encapsulate this in the GLAMRDiP powder to protect it should you need to do any slight buffing or any finishing touches to the nail shape or anything. Then you're not in danger of filing or buffing off the lovely design that you've just put on there. It's always a good idea to protect it with a good layer of clear. I use my trusty muffin case and I pour over the clear so that it doesn't end up being too thick a layer. It was difficult for me to turn this nail around with gloves on. The powder was making a slidey. Nice thin coat of the clear. Tap off the excess. Use your muffin case to put back the clear powder into your clear pot so you don't have to waste any, and you're done with the clear. Now all you need to do now is you're going to need to wait for obviously a couple of seconds to make sure that the base liquid and the clear have done their thing. Put your base away, you don't need that no more. And then once you're happy that your base liquid has dried off, use a brush, preferably use the GLAMRDiP brush, but I've lost mine, to take off any excess powder that's still on the nail. Then you need to seal it. So get your trusty seal out. I normally give things usually a double coating of seal. I like to really make sure that it's definitely penetrated everything. Of course on this now there really isn't a great deal to penetrate. You've just got the I've just got the 2 layers of the colour, then the pens, and then a layer of clear. So it's also keeping the nail quite thin as well, there's no chunkiness going on. So give it a couple of seal layers like that, and then you have to wait for the reaction to do its thing. Get my glow out ready to go, and then obviously you wait to make sure that the seal has caused a reaction. Give it a tap with a brush or something like that. Make sure you get that lovely click sound. If you get a thud, it's not ready. If you get a click, you're ready to rock. And get your glow. And this is always, I love this bit. It's like the magic appears. Nice thin layer to start with. You can always add a second layer. I'm only going to do 1 layer just for this example. And once you've done that, wait for your glow to set. You can do another layer if you want, but for this I've just done the 1. And there you have a beautifully shiny marble design. Easy, anyone can do it, just with dip powder and pens and a bit of alcohol. So simple, so easy, and so effective. It looks beautiful, and you can do it in any colours you fancy. Thank you so much for watching. I've had such fun doing this, such a great response from you all. Love you guys, and hopefully I can bring you some more mad designs in the future. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to subscribe so that you never miss a video, and or drop a comment and let me know if this was helpful. And I'm really looking forward to seeing your own versions of this marble. It's been wonderful. Thanks very much. I appreciate everyone who follows me, and the reaction that everyone's had on the All Things GLAMRDiP on Facebook. Thanks guys. Bye.